I'm really upset that the father took all my material. I had some really good jokes that I was ready to give you guys. The holiday season's over, but I could have talked about why Santa Claus has 3 gardens, because he likes to ho ho ho. But I'm not going to go there. I feel I have to follow a father. It's terrible. It's okay. But I am really, really honored to be here, and I'm really grateful and humble that you would give me, that the leadership of this great city would give me the opportunity to swear them in. All across America right now, there are gatherings like this. And I love the fact that this is not a presidential inauguration. What's sacred about this country is that all across this nation, in small towns, in communities and counties, there are American citizens gathering together to honor our traditions. I've had the privilege of traveling now on your behalf, on the behalf of New Jersey, around the world. And this is a rare thing. This country has established, frankly, the oldest constitutional democracy, that we are continuing this tradition of a democracy, whether we're seeing challenges in Iran this morning, what's going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I can go through the countries where this would be something that was truly yearned for in their nations, that they should have traditions like this. But even more so, it is the humble character of our country, the towns and cities that continue every year to make progress towards our ideals. That's what's special about today and the coming days. As the mayor said, I'm going to be traveling to a number of cities today. I have friends that are being sworn in. On the 3rd, I'll go down and witness the swearing in of a new Alabama senator. But this town has something special, really special, that they should almost feel a sense of pride as they look around the country and see what are becoming, truly sacred but almost ordinary occurrences every single year. Because this town's history is really the location where some of the greatest sacrifices and struggle ever occurred to establish this democracy. Right here in this community, after Washington's armies getting beat in New York, retreating through New Jersey, crossing the Delaware River, coming back in an improbable victory in Trenton. It was here in this community that Washington's army settled during the cold winter, the first cold winter, and a number after that. And if you read the stories in history, it's really painful to see the suffering and the sacrifice that had to be made to sustain this effort to give birth to this democracy that too many of us take for granted. In this community, your sacred soil, you saw death and disease, mutiny and desertion. But yet it was the will of great leadership that kept the ideals of this country at their most nascent, vulnerable stages moving forward. Every time I drive into this community, I can't help but thinking about that history. Can't help thinking about those leaders like Lafayette and Washington, and recently, because the soundtrack has played too much in my home, Hamilton. But if you think about what really has kept this community going and what is really sacred about it, it has been ordinary people, those that often, their names are not in the history books, that kept this community going. I say that on this cold day in reflection of the leadership that we have here. I know cities, I know towns, I know communities. I was a former mayor. I've been into the guts and the bowels of what it takes to make cities work. And I said this at the beginning of the mayor's campaign, and I will reaffirm this now at a less partisan and more formal event. Truly one of the greatest leaders I've seen in the civic space in the United States of America is your mayor, Tim Cory. I say that not because I have affection for him as a friend. I say that not because he's trying to teach me how to marry up. I really say that because of the values that our community holds dear. What is a community supposed to be about? I've watched a mayor and his council team who came in the depth of a recession. When I was mayor as well, and cities were having to do awful things, challenges, he brought his community together.